Down. All right, you ready to get going? Day one of geometry. Day one. As you look through this new packet I have given you, and even if you take a look at the title of it, Geometry Vocabulary, this is stuff we're going to need throughout the year. If we're going to talk to each other in here, we need to talk with geometric terms. Some of these, as you scroll through the packet, you may have heard of. Some of them are brand new. Great. What I love about teaching this course is that whatever we learn in Unit 1, it doesn't disappear. It reappears in 2, 3, all the way to Unit 14 at the end of the year. Maybe last year in algebra you did a topic and then maybe you never saw it again until Regents review time. Not in here. Okay? Whatever we do every day, it's going to come up again and again and again, and I love that, all right, because you guys are responsible for it. First vocabulary term we're going to focus on today, and the only one we're going to focus on, is what's called the net. Is that something you guys are familiar with? I don't mean one where you catch fish in. I mean, or the acrobats fall into after they're done on the trapeze, an actual geometric net. Heard of those before? Maybe, no. It's fine if you did it, no big deal. Let me get a definition down first, and then an actual real life example in front of you. So here's what a net is. It's a two-dimensional pattern. So something that's got length and width. A two-dimensional pattern that you can fold, so that can be folded to form a three-dimensional object. So it starts out in two-dimensional. I fold it, fold it, fold it up, and then all of a sudden I have a 3D figure, okay, three-dimensional. So, anybody recycle in here? Okay, if you don't, I'm not going to judge you. You guys are forming nets. You ever break down your cardboard boxes? You're forming nets because your cardboard box at the beginning, or my cereal box here, started out in how many dimensions? 2 or 3? 3, length, width, and height, absolutely. And then I was like, all right, I got to recycle it. So before I put it in my recycling bin, broke it down, opened it up, and now is it 3 or 2? 2, and this is the net of this original 3D box. So you open it up, you draw every single rectangle in the exact same spot you see it, and you have created a net for yourself. Okay? Sound good? All right, so that's what a net is. Open up a three-dimensional object, draw the shapes that you see, and you end up with a net. Now, you will notice from time to time, if you didn't notice yesterday, I really don't like to spend the entire 43-minute period just talking math, math, math. So let's take a detour right now. Cereal preferences, anybody? While we're here, cereal preferences. Name? Name first. Maya, what is it? Cheerios. Original Cheerios or one of the like 8,000 brands that they have? Old school, huh? Wow, okay. Healthy. I like it. Others? Let's go. Name? Riley. What do you got for me, Riley? Oh, step above. Okay, multi-grain. Still healthy. I like it. I like both brands right there. I like it. More. Here we go. Anybody want to throw the high sugar ones out there? Who cares? Okay, that's pretty still healthy, right? Isaac, correct? Yeah. Name? Ooh, okay. Now we're getting crazy. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Name? Riley. Okay. Frosted Flakes. Okay, we're getting there. Nice. This is a lot more. By the way, this is the most most participation I've had. I got 3 honors classes, and you guys by far, and I love it. Name? Kellen. Every class has said that. Fruit Loops. Nice. I love Fruit Loops. Anybody mix the healthy and the bad cereal together at all? Or are you just a one cereal person? That's it. You're not living life. You have not lived life. Mix them together. Why not? What's wrong with that? Anybody else? Cereals?
Well, sometimes I take the sugar cereals and then I mix fruit into it, so it's like kind of healthier. But it's still really unhealthy. It just convinces my brain that I'm maybe eating something healthy.
No. No, just because you throw fruit in, it's still a sugary cereal. Okay.
I did tricks.
Okay. Tricks? Anybody see it? Anybody see what I did there? Yeah, buddy. Anybody see what I did? Tricks? Anybody? The little colored balls there. We're good? Yeah, that's good too. Right up there with Fruit Loops. All right, let me go to a different discussion now. Toppings. And I don't mean like pizza toppings. I mean, yeah, put on your cereal. Is this something new to you guys, Kellen? Yep, you got it. Milk's usually number one on the list. Yep. Anything else here? No bananas? Yeah, come on. Strawberries? I'm not a strawberry, but I know people do. Extra sugar? No. Raisins? Excuse me?
With dry cereal, it can be good, but in your like cereal and milk.
It's fine. And then I'm just going to throw one out, and this is what I do. Think about it. Animal crackers. What's already in your cereal? Milk. What's probably the number one drink for animal crackers? Okay. Try it out. Don't knock it until you try it. I do have to bring up this point because it blew my mind first period. This one girl in my first period class said Reese's Puffs. Okay, decent. But then it was with hot water. Anybody want to try to explain that phenomenon to me? Because I kind of just stopped in my tracks and was like, wanted to know if they're human. Gracie?
I haven't tried it, but there's a Sour Patch Kid cereal that I saw. Haven't tried it.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird.
There's also Oreo seeds.
Yeah, I've seen the Sour Patch.
Yeah.
But they're not actual Sour Patches in there. Or are they like, do they taste sour? Because that's not, I don't know, to me that's not cereal. That's not cereal. What do you got?
So I have an explanation for the hot water one. I don't know if this is the reason, but I had a counselor that she was lactose intolerant and she didn't like the texture of soy and almond milk, so she would eat her cereal with water. And we all thought she was a monster.
Well, but it's not, I don't know, it's not cereal. Just eat a plain then. What are you doing water? Just eat a plain. Oh boy. All right. So, anybody else want to add in the cereal discussion before we close this up? Yes, name. Prova. That's just slightly a step above the water, I think. Orange juice. Depends, I guess it depends on the cereal. Like if it's a real shirt, like I wouldn't be doing Fruit Loops and orange juice. In cereal? Do you know what the cereal was? All right, hey, interesting things here, interesting combinations. Everyone think it's just milk, but I guess we could have hot water, orange juice, grape juice. Okay, any other things I missed that you should be put? Was he just trying to be? No, he was serious. He was serious? What are you doing? He's like, I like it. Do you know what the cereal was?
I think it was like off-brand Fruit Loops.
Bootleg Fruit Loops. Yeah, bootleg Fruit Loops. Got it. All right. Anything else? Okay, good talk. Good talk. All right. All right, so next up, Miss Wise, thank you. All right, so what I did, I drew my own net out. A, B, C, D, E, F. First thing I want to know, if I folded that up, would it form a cube? Go. First thing we got to check. How many faces on a cube? 6. How many squares do I have? 6. So that should match. If I have 6 faces and all of a sudden I have 5 squares, that's never forming a cube, never, no matter how I fold it. Now you just got to visualize, could I fold this up so that no sides overlap and no sides are missing? It'll form a cube. You're absolutely right. So here's what I want you to do right now in your group or your pairs. So we just figured out, yes, it'll form a cube. Here's what I want to know right now. All right, when you do fold it up, name the letters that are opposite each other. So what letters are top and bottom, left and right, front and back? What are opposite? Take a minute with people around you. Go right ahead.
K, and then right and left is D and F. Right, see with K, yeah, E on the top.
Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what you came up with for me. $12. Here we go. 12. What do you got? Give me a pair. A and C are good to me. Yep. A and C. Wouldn't give me another pair. Let's hear from 18. Another pair. B and E. I like it. I won't ask anybody the next pair because by process of elimination, it should have been D and F. Okay? Do you think that's the only way I could draw a net of a cube? There's actually 11 ways total, by the way. 11 different ways you can draw a net and fold it up. Okay? Let's go in reverse. Let's go in reverse. Now, I'll give you the three-dimensional figure. You unfold it, recycle it for me, and draw the net out at the end. Okay? So go ahead. How you think the net should look at the end. Whoa! How many surfaces on this prism, on this pyramid? 5. So how many figures should you have on your net? 5 as well. Here we go. Open it up for me. And then if somebody's comfortable, I'm going to ask somebody to come up here and draw it. If your number comes up. Okay. Number comes up and you're comfortable, come on up, and you can do it with your finger, you can do it with the pen, and draw your net out. 9, want to come up? No? Okay. I'm not going to force anybody to come up. 4? Let's come on up, stud. You could take one of the pens or draw it with your finger if you'd like. Almost. It's almost there. If the 3D object has dimensions, so does your net. Okay, they got to match there. And it doesn't have to be on every edge, but just at least the 2 in this case. There you go. Now that's a good net. Nice job. Nice job. Perfect. Okay, everyone good on that? All right, if your 3D object has dimensions, so does your net. Now, I'm sure 99% of you did it that way, that net. Is there other ways I could have drawn that net? Could I have made one of the triangles my base? Yeah, absolutely. I could have made one of the triangles my base and then put the, whatever this is on the bottom, square or rectangle off of it. Okay? So there's multiple ways. I do not want you to think there's one and only one way to draw every net, because there's not. I just told you there's 11 different ways for the cube. All right? All good? All right. Next one here is not a net, but I did want to make you familiar with it. Anybody know what this diagram's called? Stairs? Not what it looks like, or this type of diagram with the dots. And anybody ever seen those before? Isometric, sometimes also called orthographic. Isometric, orthographic. I just wanted you to be familiar with it in case you saw it. I can't draw a net from this, but what I would like you to do is, how many cubes can I make from it? Whoa! We do numbers around here. All right, how many cubes can I get from this? So I take this drawing and make 22. How many? 6 cubes. Nice job. Name? Lucy. Nice job. 6 cubes. All right. All right, now I want to take a little detour away from nets and show you a little function on your calculator that I'm going to ask you to use all throughout the year and really all throughout your high school career. You can use this. You've done this type of problem before. This is nothing new to you guys, right? I'm going to take -2 and plug it in for x. Okay, I got a little issue though because I don't know what you're doing in your calculator when you do that. Are you putting parentheses? Are you not? Because it makes a difference. I don't know what happens when you plug it in here. Are you putting parentheses? Are you not? It makes a difference. All right, so I get nervous. And you may too, and you may come up with the wrong answer because you put parentheses where there shouldn't have been or vice versa. So there is something on your calculator that will guarantee success 100% of the time. And it is this button right here on your calculator called the store button. Everyone see it? Have you ever used that button before? Oh, you're in for a treat. All right, so what number am I asking you to plug in for x? -2. So you're going to tell the calculator that. You're going to tell the calculator, ready? Take -2, make sure you hit the negative sign, not the subtraction button, and store it in for what variable? X. And you guys probably used this button a ton last year when you graph lines, parabolas, right? Because same thing, you can use it for x. So take -2, store it in for x, hit enter, and your calculator's like, all right, I'm good. What's another number I asked you to plug in? 4, so I'm going to tell the calculator, hey, take 4, store it in for what variable now? Okay, everyone search on your calculator here. You should have the letter y above 1. But since mine's in green, I got to go alpha 1 to get the actual y there. So take 4, calculator, and store it in for y, enter. And what's my final number I need to plug in? Take -6 and store that in for z, which is above the 2 button. So again, I got to go alpha, but now I'm going to hit 2 to store it in for z. So now all 3 numbers are stored in your calculator. What are we asked to solve? 4 times 2x to the 4th, all the way through. So I am going to type this exactly how it is right now into my calculator with the variables, because your calculator will plug in the numbers. So 4 times, was it 2x to the 4th? You guys remember how to do to the 4th or to the 5th or to the whatever? Caret button. 2x to the 4th. What else do I have here? Plus 5y. Remember how to get the y, alpha 1. So plus 5y. And then I'll get there. Minus z. You guys are quicker than me. All squared. And then what? Minus x, right? There it is. And your calculator will plug all 3 numbers into there. And that's what the value should be. 13,458. Real quick before I go on. Those numbers will stay in there until you tell the calculator to store another number in. So on tonight's homework, if we do a problem that's got x and y in it, you need to store those numbers in and it writes over those. Okay? So once I go, hey, I'm doing a new problem. Can you store 9 in for x now? Okay, now 9's in there and not what we had previously. Okay? Just to show, well, I could have done this by myself without using the store key. You're probably correct, but here's an instance last year in algebra where this would have come in pretty darn handy. Anybody remember using this formula a ton? Quadratic formula? If you couldn't factor, you probably use quadratic formula to solve an equation. And I heard some groans there. Probably because sometimes you might have plugged in the numbers yourself but didn't get the right answer. Now what can I do? Store in a number for A, store in the B value, store in the C value, and then just type whatever part I need, maybe the whole thing, maybe the top part, maybe the part underneath the radical, and did it that way. would have got the right answer every time. Okay, so store key, store key, store key. All good? All right, last thing we're going to do. Remember how many nets I mentioned earlier today about making a cube? How many nets are there? You're going to find them all. You and your partner right now are going to find all of them. Okay? Let's make this easy on ourselves right off the bat. How many faces on a cube? So I should be able to eliminate a couple of these just by how many squares there are in the net. All right, so I'll give you guys a bunch of time, and then we'll call people up, and they can come up and circle the ones they think are a net. But there's 11 of them. Okay, there is 11 of them. Here we go. Ready to go? Calm down. I didn't say number 11 come up. Oh, there it is. All right, here we go. 5. Let's rock and roll. Where is our first net? What do we think? Not bad? Well, you got one more job. Go down to the Chrome symbol down below there on my toolbar. Yep, generate a new one. The one to the left of the calculator. One job. One job. What do we think there? Is that a good net? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Back to business. It's like clockwork in here. You guys are machines. Sideways T? Yep. I hope so, because that's the one we did previously in class. Here we go. Big timer. Nope. Nope. Don't open up my folders. There you go. Yep. Good. All good? Look like a good net? Thank you, Gracie. Rattled. Just hit no. How about that net? All right, look at honors geometry, 5 for 5 right now. 6 more to go. Oh boy, 6 more to go. How about that one? Good, pretty confident there. You're going right away for that number. Here we go. Power of the generator. How's that one look? 2 for 2, Gracie. Nice. We're coming down to few here. There's a few left. Ooh, how about that one? There's 8. 3 more left.
Oh, yeah, and you have the job.
3 more left. That was the most awkward circling I've ever seen. Are we down to 2 more? Look good? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The final one. We have not heard a boo yet. Yeah, you can just sit down. Nice job, everybody. Okay, in all seriousness, if you're having trouble visualizing it, one thing I suggested was figure out where the base is and try to fold around. If that doesn't cut it, literally draw it out on a scrap sheet of paper and cut it out yourself and try to fold it to form a cube. If you want to do that during a quiz or test, I'm okay with that. Whatever gets the job done. All right, you have a couple minutes left in class. The homework is on the next page, I believe. Please make sure you check your answers on Aspen before Monday morning.